Yes, Stoney, let's talk hockey briefly, and then we're going to not talk hockey really the rest of the show.
I know.
Because there's so many better things to talk about. In fact, you have a poll question we're going to throw out to start the show that's going to discuss everybody but the Red Wings.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Greg. Anyway.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, well, again, I don't want to look good, but this is who they are. The poll question we want to throw up now and monitor throughout the show. Stoney, you came up with this, and I hope it's a pretty easy choice for people.
Yes, I do too.
The poll question is, you can only pick one of our teams to win this weekend. Guaranteed automatic win, wave of the magic wand. You pick one of these four teams to win this weekend. The Tigers, the Lions, Michigan football, and Michigan State football.
Sorry, Wings, you're not the poll.
They don't deserve to be in the poll.
I know.
Hey, would you pick them to win Game 2 against Montreal or against Toronto?
No,
I wouldn't. And it should be obvious. It should be a runaway. Go vote for the Detroit Tigers on our poll question. It's going to be posted.
It should be.
How about this poll question? Would you accept the Red Wings going 0-82 if it meant the Lions and Tigers win this week?
Yeah, if you throw in the caveat of the Wings getting Gavin McKenna in the draft.
Anyway, you can vote on our poll question. Yeah, they absolutely would not. You can vote Costa and Jansen on Twitter, on X. We'll monitor throughout the show. But it should be the Tigers. They're playing in a game of the most magnitude, of the stakes. The season ends if they lose tonight.
Correct.
And as fun as it would be to win in Arrowhead, okay, there we go. Go Lions. If the Lions lost, the season's fine. Season's not over.
No, it's not.
And for Michigan, I understand on a smaller scale, winning supports a playoff berth.
Yes,
but
I mean, you lose this game, you're pretty much out of a playoff.
You just got to beat Ohio State, which isn't a foreign concept. And if you're voting for MSU, I don't know what your deal is. You really want to see them beat UCLA that bad?
Well, I think you maybe want to keep your faint bowl hopes alive. You have to win that game.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely have to win that
I
game.
will not be voting for Michigan State.
Okay. I know.
Let's talk hockey briefly here, Stoney.
Okay.
So I said yesterday I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
And I agree with you.
Yeah. I was told, have some faith. Mm-hmm. It's a new season. Mm-hmm. It's a youth movement. I was told we got a real goalie. He didn't make it to the third period. No. I was told McClellan's here. It's a full year of his camp. He's going to put in these systems and schemes. Odd man rush. Where is the blue line help? Is Yzerman aware that his team needed blue line help? Because it certainly didn't act that way in the offseason. And I know it's only one game, so all of this is with the caveat of one game. But, Stoney, that looked a lot like the Red Wings teams I've watched for the last 9 years that have all missed the playoffs.
Blue line help. They went and got a harmonica, whatever how you pronounce it.
He was the worst guy on the ice.
I know.
Like, Stoney, the things I was told are going to be different certainly weren't different on night one.
No, but I will say this, and there are people who are probably, they suck, they're done again. All right? And I don't think they're going to make the playoffs either. However, can we cool our jets on one game out of 82? You remember how everybody reacted after the Lions went into Green Bay and looked awful, and that's only 1 out of 17. So certainly more memorable. It's more important.
I'm throwing a flag. No, the Lions have all pros, superstars, a proven track record, back-to-back division titles. This is a Red Wings team that has no backbone. They have no spine. They score one goal and they're doing, woo! Centennial season. 5 unanswered goals from a sad sack effort. No, we are not going to give them the benefit of the doubt, Stoney.
No, as far as saying that the season's over, you can rip up like we did, or at least I did after the game. I ripped the Lions for their performance that day, but to make judgments, all the grandiose judgments based on one game, and you even said they're young, they're this, they're that, you have to give that some time. 1 out of 82? Yeah, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be that much better, but I wouldn't go crazy over opening night. Now, I did say, I remember when I was in here around when the schedule came out, I thought they could go 0-9. To start.
Yeah, I remember. We had you in right around the schedule release.
Yes.
And it's a tough start.
Yeah.
And it's going to do them no favors. Like, again, John Gibson, the odd man rush is, I suppose you could say he's got to step up and make a big save. He was hung out to dry last night. But I'm just saying, when he's your big, shiny offseason addition and he gets pulled. He gets 13 shots and gives up 5 goals. Boy, that says something. You didn't exactly put a stellar unit in front of him. That was my thing yesterday. He will only be as good as the defense you put in front of him. And that defense in front of him
is bad.
And Stoney, not stunningly so. Entirely predictably so. Sure. And I'm not a hockey guru like Steve Yzerman.
I know.
So explain it to me.
They failed at they failed in the offseason. As far as helping the defense, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Ticket text 248-539-9797. Costa, I watched the Wings and thought you were so right. Sloppy. The boos will be out quick this year. Yeah, they were booed off the ice at the end of the second period.
Good, you should do that.
This is the second opener in a row that they've been booed off the ice well before the game's over.
They're not a good team.
Costa, watching the Wings, I'd be more surprised if we made the playoffs than if we were picking top 3. The defense was insanely bad.
Look, Sider's really good, and Evanson you think is going to be good. After that, it's a coin flip.
Tex says, guys, Montreal was on a back-to-back, but we looked like the team that had played the night before.
Didn't somebody say Todd McClellan said Montreal has the advantage because they played a game already?
So I heard the pregame interview last night on with Ken Kell, and he alluded to the fact that they did have a little bit of an advantage because it's so early in the year. So the simplicity, the things that the Wings needed to do, the Canadians already had one stab at doing that the night before.
Right.
And the simple things were off last night.
Yeah.
Sure, but there's a reason, like, if you look at the betting markets, when a team plays on a back-to-back, they're very rarely favored. It is a challenge for the team that just played the night before.
I know.
Detroit, by the way, rocking crowd, hot start. Here we go. Larkin, the captain, the jubilation. Look at us. We're so back. It's a youth movement. We're going to break through. And then they had to play like another 2.5 periods.
But my thing, that was my problem last night. The second period response, come on.
Yeah.
I think there's just something internally wrong with the makeup of this team.
They were deflated, obviously, by the goal at the end of the first period. They made it 3-1.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
I know.
Opening night, you bounce back. Show some backbone.
That's a great point. You give up kind of a back-breaking goal in the last 10 seconds of the opening period. It's 3-1. Oh, boy. You rally. You go back in the dressing room. You go, all right, boys, not an ideal ending of the first period. Let's get back out there and play with some pace. And they did play with some pace. That's what McClellan told us. They were going to play a little more up-tempo, possess the puck, forecheck. They did all those things early. The problem is defensive breakdowns are going to kill this team. So what do? You come out in the second period and you get outscored 2-0.
But the thing is, and it is unfair to Gibson early in the year. The breakdowns are going to happen because these guys are young. They got to learn how to play together, yada, 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 all the cliches, okay? They need time to develop. Your goalie needs to be really good, especially early. And make saves hard saves. I mean.
Yeah, breakaways, they don't score all the time.
Right.
He did last night.
Stoney, we have some pushback on the poll question already. Tex says, even if the Tigers win tonight, they won't make the World Series. If the Lions win Sunday, they have a greater chance of winning the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to people who believe that.
Well, I think Will might believe it in Sandusky. Will, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
As much as I'd love to say the Tigers have a chance at the World Series, I don't think they do. With the Eagles losing, the Lions move up in the standings to the NFC, which gives them a better chance. The Lions win this weekend is bigger, I think.
So what? So the Lions win another game. We saw what 15 wins did last year. Nothing.
But we also saw how the defense was last year. We're not going to have that defense again.
Oh, really? Have you checked your defensive backfield lately?
That's 2 players, not 8 starters.
Okay. Look, I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't want the Tigers to win.
I know.
No one's accusing you of that.
I know. I'm just
saying if you look long-term wise, I think a Lions win is bigger because I think the Tigers move on to the next series and maybe win 1 game.
Well, I think you're doing a decent job explaining, hey, what a win would mean. What I want you to do is just consider briefly what a loss would mean in both scenarios. If the Tigers lose, the loss is, as John would say, terminal. The season's done. If the Lions lose, do you think we'll cancel the season? Do you think they'll stop playing the games? Do you think they're out of the Super Bowl race if the Lions lose in Arrowhead as underdogs? I don't.
No, I don't think that at all, but it does hurt our chances for the number 1 seed. That's what I'm saying. All right, do you guys really believe the Tigers have a better chance at a World Series win this year than the Lions have at a number 1 seed in the NFC?
But that's not the question.
No, you're right.
You're right.
Your question, but I'm explaining why I would pick a Lions win over a Tigers win.
Stoney, I got to give you credit because when you pitch this pre-show, you're like, hey, just make it a poll question and we'll see what people... I go, it has to be all Tigers. Stoney knows. It's not that simple.
No.
We'll take those phone calls. We'll read those ticket texts, 248-539-9797. We'll make picks, and we threw the Tigers in the picks this week. They are playing tonight against the Mariners. It's 97-1.